Very good afternoon. This is the Midday News on Rajya Sabha TV. I'm Ashwarya. Here are the headlines first. Four Nirbhaya gang rape and murder case convicts hanged in Delhi's Tihar jail. Victims' parents say justice finally done. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says ensuring the dignity and safety of women of utmost importance. Janta curfew and Janta Thank You Day on Sunday. Prime Minister Modi appeals to resolve and restraint to fight coronavirus pandemic. Tells people to not hoard, avoid panic buying. COVID-19 Economic Task Force set up under the Finance Minister. India steps up measures to control spread of novel coronavirus, not to let international flights land for a week starting Sunday. Persons above 65 advised to stay at home. Railways, civil aviation suspend all concessional travel. 220,000 cases of coronavirus worldwide. Italy surpasses China in the number of virus deaths. Coronavirus issue raised in both houses of parliament. Union Minister Dr. Harshvardhan says no community spread of coronavirus in India. In Rajya Sabha, members call for bringing back Indian students stranded in the Philippines. And ahead of floor test, Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Kamal Nath says will resign today. Accuses BJP of betraying the people of Madhya Pradesh. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has asked the entire country to observe Janta curfew on Sunday. In his 30-minute address to the nation, he urged all people, barring those in essential services, to stay in their houses on 22nd of March, Sunday, from 7 in the morning to 9 p.m. to minimize social interaction. Calling for resolve and restraint to fight coronavirus, Prime Minister Modi asked people to stay indoors and work from home as much as possible for the next few weeks. Highlighting the scale of the challenge, Prime Minister Modi said that complacency in the current situation is not appropriate and it is essential for every citizen to remain alert and cautious.
जनता कर्फ्यू यानी जनता के लिए, जनता द्वारा खुद पर लगाया गया कर्फ्यू 22 मार्च रविवार को सुबह 7 बजे से रात 9 बजे तक सभी देशवासियों को जनता कर्फ्यू का पालन करना है। इस जनता कर्फ्यू के दरमियान कोई भी नागरिक घरों से बाहर न निकले, न सड़क पे जाए, न मोहल्ले में या सोसाइटी में इकट्ठे हो, अपने घरों में ही रहें। हमें ये संकल्प लेना होगा कि हम स्वयं संक्रमित होने से बचेंगे और दूसरों को भी संक्रमित होने से बचाएंगे। साथियों, इस तरह की वैश्विक महामारी में एक ही मंत्र काम करता है, हम स्वस्थ तो जग स्वस्थ, हम स्वस्थ तो जग स्वस्थ। दूसरी अनिवार्यता है, वो है संयम। और संयम का तरीका क्या है? भीड़ से बचना, घर से बाहर निकलने से बचना। हमारा संकल्प और संयम इस वैश्विक महामारी के प्रभाव को कम करने में बहुत बड़ी भूमिका निभाने वाला है कि हमारे परिवार में जो भी सीनियर सिटीजन्स हो, 60-65 वर्ष की आयु के ऊपर के व्यक्ति हो, वो आने वाले कुछ सप्ताह तक घर से बाहर न निकलें। हमें ये संकल्प लेना होगा
Prime Minister Modi urged people to avoid panic buying and not hoard essential things, including medicines. He also asked people to be sensitive to the economic interests of the people providing services and not cut their salaries if they are unable to work. He also announced setting up of a task force under Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, which will take necessary actions in the near future after analyzing the coronavirus pandemic situation.
संकट के इस समय में मेरा देश के व्यापारी जगत, उच्च आय वर्ग से भी आग्रह है कि अगर संभव है तो आप जिन जिन लोगों से सेवाएं लेते हैं उनके आर्थिक हितों का ध्यान रखें। हो सकता है आने वाले कुछ दिनों में ये लोग दफ्तर ना आ पाए, आपके घर ना आ पाए। ऐसे में उनका वेतन न काटे, पूरी मानवीयता के साथ, संवेदनशीलता के साथ फैसला ले। हमेशा याद रखिएगा, उन्हें भी अपना परिवार चलाना है, अपने परिवार को बीमारी से बचाना है। कोरोना महामारी से उत्पन्न हो रही आर्थिक चुनौतियों को ध्यान में रखते हुए सरकार ने, भारत सरकार के वित्त मंत्री के नेतृत्व में, फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर के नेतृत्व में सरकार ने एक कोविड-19 इकोनॉमिक रिस्पांस टास्क फोर्स, इसके गठन का फैसला लिया है। ये टास्क फोर्स सारे स्टेक होल्डर से नियमित संपर्क में रहते हुए, फीडबैक लेते हुए, हर परिस्थिति का आकलन करते हुए निकट भविष्य में फैसले लेगी। ये टास्क फोर्स ये भी सुनिश्चित करेगी कि आर्थिक मुश्किलों को कम करने के लिए जितने भी कदम उठाए जाएं, उन पर प्रभावी रूप से अमल हो। हमें ये संकल्प।
And Prime Minister Narendra Modi lauded the hard work of medical professionals, sanitation staff, airline crews, delivery persons and media personnel. He asked people to express gratitude to them by giving them a 5-minute standing ovation at 5 p.m. on Sunday by clapping hands, beating plates or ringing out bells.
जनता कर्फ्यू के दिन शाम को ठीक 5 बजे हम अपने घर के दरवाजे पर खड़े होकर या बालकनी में या खिड़कियों के सामने खड़े होकर 5 मिनट तक, रविवार को शाम को 5 बजे 5 मिनट तक ऐसे लोगों का आभार व्यक्त करें। और आभार कैसे व्यक्त करेंगे? ताली बजा करके, थाली बजा करके, घंटी बजा करके हम उनके प्रति अपनी कृतज्ञता व्यक्त करें, उनका हौसला बढ़ाएं, उनको सैल्यूट करें। पूरे देश के स्थानीय प्रशासन से भी मेरा आग्रह है कि 22 मार्च को 5 बजे सायरन की आवाज से इसकी सूचना लोगों तक पहुंचाए।
The Prime Minister's 30-minute address came hours after the government announced a new set of restrictions, including a ban on international flights from Sunday for a week. The government also urged people to work from home and also advised those below 10 years and above 65 years of age to stay home. This has confirmed number of cases in the country rose to 195, which includes 171 active cases and 4 deaths. India remains at stage 2 of the outbreak, which means that the spread is through local transmission, which can be traced. The Health Ministry said there is no evidence of community transmission yet, in which it is hard to tell how the patient contracted the virus. Meanwhile, schools, colleges, theatres, malls and shopping areas have been shut down in large parts of the country. Religious gatherings and weddings have been put off. Railways and civil aviation have also been asked to suspend all the concessional travel except for students, patients and Divyang category. The government has banned the export of all ventilators, surgical or disposable masks, and textile raw materials used for making masks and coveralls with immediate effect. Meanwhile, 60 Indian students stranded at the Singapore International Airport arrived at the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj International Airport on Thursday night. Most of the students are pursuing medical course in the Philippines. They went to Singapore but had to spend about 1.5 days there as no flight was available for them to return to India. The Ministry of External Affairs said that the next batch of Indians stranded in the coronavirus Italy is expected to be evacuated over the weekend. And let's talk about the situation worldwide. Well, there have been more than 220,000 cases of coronavirus worldwide, and more than 9,000 people are dead. The grim figures come hours after China marked a major milestone in the battle to limit the spread, as it reported no new locally transmitted coronavirus case for the first time since the pandemic began. The Chinese health authorities said that on Friday it received the reports of 39 new confirmed cases of coronavirus disease, but all of them were imported ones. The number of cases in China is more than 81,000. Meanwhile, Italy surpassed China for the most number of deaths related to coronavirus, making it the world's deadliest center of the outbreak. The number of deaths in Italy reached 3,405 on Thursday, which is 156 more than China's total. Meanwhile, a lockdown imposed on 12th of March in Italy has been extended beyond the original 25th of March end date. Nearly all Italians have been told to stay home. In the US, the virus has claimed 200 lives and infected 13,678 people. California issued a stay-at-home order to the residents, and the US has also called off this year's G7 summit, which had been scheduled for the month of June. Meanwhile, Iran also detected 1,046 new cases on Thursday, bringing the total to 18,407. And Russia also registered its first coronavirus death. Meanwhile, United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres warned on Thursday that millions of people could die from the new coronavirus, particularly in poor countries, if it is allowed to spread unchecked. Those were all the updates related to coronavirus. Let's get to some other news now. The 4 convicts in the 2012 brutal gang rape and murder of a 23-year-old physiotherapy student in Delhi were hanged until death at Delhi's Tihar jail this morning. Convicts Mukesh Kumar, Pawan Gupta, Vinay Sharma and Akshay Kumar Singh were executed at 5:30 a.m. for the savage assault in a moving bus on a physiotherapy intern who came to be known the world over as Nirbhaya. And earlier, hours before the execution, Pawan Kumar Gupta approached the Supreme Court challenging the rejection of the second mercy petition by the President. In an unprecedented late-night hearing that began at 2:30 a.m. and lasted an hour, the Supreme Court bench dismissed his last plea, paving the way for the execution.
फाइनली उनको फांसी पे लटका दिया गया है। ये आज 7 साल का मुझे को फांसी पे लटकाया गया है। ये पहली बार है कि पहली बार उसको इंसाफ मिला। आज का दिन 20 मार्च है। आज का दिन हमारी बच्चियों के नाम, हमारी महिलाओं के नाम, क्योंकि आज का दिन निर्भया को इंसाफ मिला, पूरे देश के बच्चियों को इंसाफ मिला। मैं सभी लोगों को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देती हूँ। खासकर देर से ही सही इंसाफ मिला। मैं अपने जुडिशरी को, अपने न्याय व्यवस्था को, अपने राष्ट्रपति महामहिम को, अपने सरकारों को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देती हूँ कि जिस तरह से निर्भया के केस में डिले टैक्टिक्स अपनाई गई, एक एक करके पटिशन डाली गई, लेकिन जिस तरह से पटिशन डाली गई उसी तरह से हमारी अदालतों ने सक्रिय होकर एक एक पटिशन को खारिज किया।
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that justice has prevailed in the Nirbhaya case. In a tweet, he said that the punishment is of utmost importance to ensure dignity and safety of women. And let's talk about the budget session of Parliament, and it is the day of private members' resolutions in both houses of Parliament. In the upper house, 5 private members' resolutions are listed in the day's agenda today. And talking about Lok Sabha now, well, Lok Sabha also there is the day of private members' resolution. In the Lok Sabha, the Central Sanskrit Universities Bill also is listed for consideration of Rajya Sabha amendments. Among other bills, the Indian Institute of Information Technologies Laws Amendment Bill 2020 is listed for consideration and passing. Also listed for consideration and passing are the Major Port Authorities Bill 2020 and the Banking Regulation Amendment Bill 2020. And private members' resolutions are also listed in the day's agenda in the second half. And Union Minister Dr. Harshvardhan has said that there is no community spread of coronavirus in our country. Answering a supplementary during the question hour in the lower house of Parliament today, the minister said that the scientists in the country are doing their own research about coronavirus and they're also in touch with their counterparts in other countries.
There is a very well-defined protocol and scientific advice about who needs to be tested, and this is as per the advice of the scientific experts, that you see someone like, say, somebody has symptoms, he has a travel history, then all the symptomatic cases, then all the contacts, and you know, we have informed you earlier also, we are doing a very detailed contact tracing. Right now, the infection in this country, you see, it is traveling from one person to other. It has not yet gone into the community. Even for the community also, separately, the ICMR is doing tests for picking up people from the community to see whether there is any evidence of transmission in the community. So I can say with perfect and utmost confidence and authenticity that whatever tests we are doing on whom, they are with perfect scientific advice. So no one in this house should have any doubts about that.
All right, Akhilesh Suman is now joining us live from Parliament. Akhilesh, it is the day of private members' legislations, but today as well the issue of coronavirus was raised in both houses of Parliament. We heard Dr. Harshvardhan in Lok Sabha, and the issue was also raised in the upper house as well. Tell us more. Akhilesh, can you hear me? All right. Akhilesh, would like to know from you that the issue of coronavirus in our country was also raised today in both houses of Parliament. We heard Dr. Harshvardhan speaking about it in lower house of Parliament, where he spoke about the fact that there is no community spread of the virus, and this issue was also raised in the Rajya Sabha. Tell us more, what was discussed in both houses as far as coronavirus situation is concerned.
Actually, in Rajya Sabha, there was a resolution also passed, and this resolution actually supported Prime Minister Narendra Modi's resolve to deal with the coronavirus outbreak. And, members cutting across party lines supported this resolution. But, that still Congress member Anand Sharma raised the issue of
All right, Akhilesh, we seem to have some technical issues with the audio there. We'll try to connect back to him in the subsequent bulletins. Let's get to some other news. News from Madhya Pradesh, where ahead of the floor test in the State Assembly, Chief Minister Kamal Nath announced his resignation. The decision came after a meeting of the Madhya Pradesh Congress Legislature Party at Kamal Nath's residence. The special session of the Madhya Pradesh Assembly was scheduled to begin at 2 p.m. to conduct the floor test as directed by the Supreme Court. Remember, last night, Madhya Pradesh Assembly Speaker had accepted the resignation of the remaining 16 MLAs of the Congress party, bringing down the strength of the party to 92. And earlier, 6 ministers had resigned, which brought down the ruling party's strength from 114 to 108 in the 230-member assembly, with actual strength of 228. And with that, we wrap up this edition of Midday News. Thanks so much for your time.